When developing applications, a lot of times we can get ourselves into situations where we have developed certain functionality and it satisfies all the requirements that we need. So I'm going to sign in as this user, and once we sign in, we're able to access the products, our lists, and everything that we need. But let's say now you're logged out and you want to access the products. It takes you right to a sign-in screen. So all of these products and lists and users are protected, where you first have to be authenticated. And so when we do sign back in, we can then access the products, lists, and users as we would expect. But every now and then, you may come across a requirement that just wasn't on the radar when this application was built. And specifically, we're going to be looking at multi-tenancy in this episode, because down the road, your application may become attractive to other organizations and they want to resell your product. And instead of creating an entire new instance for this new tenant, you want to use shared resources so that each tenant will belong to the same physical infrastructure where your application is hosted. And there's a lot of benefits that can go either way, either for a single instance per tenant or a multi-tenant solution. And it's going to be up to you and your organization to decide which is going to be the best route, because there are pros and cons of each direction. But in this episode, we are going to be looking at some of the gotchas in converting an application that's already established. So we have our products, lists, and users, but it wasn't designed for multi-tenancy. And we'll look at some of the issues that can arise from this and what we can do to take an existing application and get it to the point where it could be multi-tenant capable. Depending on the size of your application, this could be a small effort or it could be a really large effort. And it's one where, regardless of a small effort or large effort, you would want to have good test coverage to make sure that you don't run into any edge cases. And again, this is one of those things where if you knew that your application was going to be multi-tenant from the get-go, designing it like that from the start, I wouldn't think would be premature optimization, as that is a business requirement. But in this case, for this application, if we look at the models, it'll become fairly clear that these are not set up with multi-tenancy in mind. To watch this full episode and more videos, visit driftinruby.com and subscribe to the Pro membership.